it's always the song or whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're creating, it's always the one that you don't think is going to bite and you're just doing it for fun. That's going to be the content that takes off. It's just that way
Yeah.
every time. All right, and we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dunback Meadow Podcast, the show where creators come to reclaim the value of their work. I am your host, Lauren Wixom, and today's episode is brought to you by Dunback Meadow, the platform where artists, musicians, designers, and AI creators can upload their work, set their own terms, and turn their work into income. Now let's go ahead and introduce our guest for today's episode. He's an Afro-pop R&B artist. Keleche He-Ro is a versatile music artist creating soulful sounds inspired by rhythm, culture, and emotion, with a smooth style and captivating energy. Joining us from Lagos State, Nigeria, welcome Keleche. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm good.
That's awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for being on the show. Okay, so Africa, that's awesome. What's the weather like out there?
A little bit hot.
It's a little hot. I
Yeah.
feel that. I'm in Florida, and I mean, it was like 80 degrees for our Christmas. Well, maybe not, but it was still hot. Definitely not a white Christmas over here. So let's just go ahead and get rolling with some of these questions that I have for you. Go ahead and start by telling us a little bit about your bio. Like, how did you get started in music? Tell us a little bit about your artist journey.
Yeah, I started making music in 2020 during the COVID-19 lockdown in Nigeria here. So it was not easy for me. So before then, I used to work with a company in the airport, and I do sing for some few people, and they'll be like, well, "Bro, why don't you turn this into a career? You have a good voice." Then I'm like, "No, come on, man, I don't know how to sing. I'm just trying to do some freestyles." And they will be like, "Okay, you just do it. Just go to do something great. Just come up with something." So during the COVID, I was at home. I was doing nothing. So I decided to give it a try. So I started writing. I started listening to beats. I started singing. So I was able to come up with 2 songs. Then the first song was a tribute song for a friend of mine in the UK who passed on that year. So I did a tribute song for her. And the second song was an R&B song, You Alone Tonight, which is among the songs I'll be dropping soon from my first studio EP, the Midnight Songs. So and the song was very good. So it was nice. So that was how I began the music journey. And since then, it has been rough and it has also been clean.
That's amazing. And I've heard some of your music, especially, the ones that you sent over to the Dunback Meadow team. And to be honest, it's been stuck in my head for like the last 3 days. I'm just like over here jamming and I'm showing my friends like, oh yeah, like I'm interviewing this guy tomorrow. And they're like, oh, like that's a cool beat. I love it. That's really amazing. And what was the name of that song?
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind. All right.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next question. I already know you explained that you started music in 2020, essentially. So what was the moment that you realized that music was something that you absolutely needed to create? I know you said you already kind of went through that journey of like starting from singing in the airport to creating that song, but was there a point when making that music where you were like, okay, I have to, like, I want to be an artist or I want to pursue this for the rest of my life?
It was after I recorded my debut single was when my debut song was when I realized that music is something I need to do, not just something I need to do, something I will do forever.
Mm-hmm.
Because after this song, I posted a snippet of the song on WhatsApp, and that was actually my first time. That was my first time of posting a song of mine on WhatsApp, and the reaction was massive.
I love
The
that.
reaction was crazy. So I posted the full song on SoundCloud, and within 3-4 weeks, I got almost like 27 subscribers. I was like, oh my goodness.
That's
The
great.
comments from strangers, North Americans, and few parts of America and Africa, it was massive. I said, no, I have to keep doing this. That was the
Yeah,
moment I realized that. Yeah, it's going to be great.
like
It's going
this
to
is
be
something.
a new career.
That's
Sure.
awesome. I definitely think it's cool how music can bring people together. And it's even more awesome that I have a lot of artist friends and like I'm a musician myself, but I feel like the trend from talking to them is it's always like oh, I've always known I was a musician, or I've always like had that artistic bug in me. And that's great. Like I think that's awesome, like to be born and just know that that's a part of you. But I think it's even more cool to kind of figure out that you have that musical superpower later in life and you're able to discover that. And it's like Spider-Man, like you were bitten by the music bug and then you tried out your powers and then it was received well by the audience that you shared it with. So I think that's really cool. And it is a really
Yeah,
cool feeling whenever you release a song into the world and then you have people from all over the world just commenting and leaving love on your channel or whatever it is that you shared your music on. And it's very encouraging as well. So that's really awesome for you. Walk us through your creative process. So whenever you're writing a song, what do you have steps that you go by? Is it different every time? Like what does that look like for you?
yeah. When I'm writing any song, sometimes it's actually somehow difficult, and sometimes 20 minutes you get some songs completed. Depends on the inspiration and the beat. Sometimes I go to the YouTube to listen to some beats, and immediately something will just come up, and I'll
Hmm.
start writing. Then like 2 3 weeks, it could take me like a month plus to get it completed and put together and every step together. Then some
Right.
beat within the minute of 20 to 25 minutes, song is ready. Like I wrote a song recently, last 4, it's not a week, like last 3 4 days, I wrote a song under 25 minutes. I wrote the first verse, the chorus, and the second verse. I
Wow.
did
That
everything. It was massive. So
so
I
it's just
think the
like
song, yeah, that energy, that vibe, just come up. And I took the song to the studio. I got the studio here. Take a look. I got a mini studio here. So
oh
I brought it
nice.
here, and I called my guys. Okay, come listen to this shit. He was like, okay, this is now, let's record. I said, we're all recording. I'm not done writing. So it's all about the beats and inspiration.
I feel like I'm kind of the
Yeah.
same way. I know like there's some artists that they can write to nothing. Like they just have this melody pop up in their head, which sometimes that does happen to me. I feel like more often than not when I'm writing something, it's because I don't know, I listened to a beat somewhere and then I just kind of like wrote something based on the beat. So
Mm.
that's really cool. That's awesome. And I like your home studio too. It's a nice little setup you got there. You want to show us?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Over here. I don't know. Is not clear? The
Yeah, I
lights
can
are
see
up. Hold on.
I
Just
can
hold
see
on a
it.
bit. Yeah.
That's really
That's
cool.
my system, then 2 monitors, and a piano.
That's
Then
awesome.
acoustic give the song with.
Hey, that's better than my
Yeah, sure.
setup. My setup is literally the closet.
Yeah, yeah. Close it. We're just pushing. Studio production is costly here in Nigeria, but it's very, very costly. So you just have to
Oh
find a way
yeah.
to keep doing your
Oh,
stuff.
it's costly here too. And I think
Yeah.
though it really helps. Like, do you use AI at all to help produce your music? Because I feel like that's just been like a more up and coming thing, like
Yeah,
music wise,
I have a song I listed on your platform.
on Dunback Meadow.
Uh, yeah, titled Coward Palace. It was actually an AI song, so I generated.
Oh,
But
that's
I'm not
awesome.
comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with that.
And I'm not either. It's
It
still
destroys script.
Yeah, it's still kind of uncharted territory, especially, when it comes to like rights. And I don't know, I feel I am currently using AI also to help me write because using a producer is very expensive. I can produce my own music, but my skill with as far as production goes only goes so far. I can do very basic things, but when it comes to like making the whole package and like tight buttoning up the song and making it nice, like at
Yeah.
this time with my current skill level, I need help with that. So AI is definitely helping me there, and it keeps the cost down as well. But it's
Okay.
also still a little scary because it's like, oh my gosh, like what is this? Like it just made I wrote a song and just like wrote music around it. Like that's just crazy. And then like in a snap, you know.
Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Dunback Meadow, the platform built for creators who want real value from their work. Whether you make music, art, 3D models, videos, or AI agents, Dunback Meadow lets you upload your work, set your terms, and earn fairly when others use it. Create your free account today at dunbackmeadow.com and start earning from what you create. Now, on with the show. The next question for you is, where do your best ideas usually come from? Like, what inspires you to write your music? Is it from life inspiration?
Sometimes it's random, and sometimes from life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song I wrote. We've recorded the song, but it has not been distributed. Titled "Falling." It was an experience I had with my ex last 2 years. So with what happened, I just had to put it into writing
Right.
and turn it into a song. So it was toxic, very toxic relationship, and I don't want something like that anymore.
Songs that are written from the heart are your best performing songs. Like, I have a breakup
Yes,
song and I released that on Spotify, and I mean, like, it didn't hit like millions of views or anything, but it was still like my personal best, like when it came to like the day of release. So within the first 24 hours, like the amount of people that watched and listened to that track was the most. It's just so funny how that works out that way. Like, you're like trying to write a song and like trying to write a hit or like something that people will like and no one bites, and then you just write for yourself just to release your emotions, and then
yeah,
that's the one that does the best. It's always the song or whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're creating, it's always the one that you don't think is going to bite and you're just doing it for fun. That's going to be the content that takes off. It's just that way
yeah.
every time. Let's kind of move on to a little bit of finance talk, because I mean, it's no secret that us artists, not just musicians, but like painters, even content creators, like, we just don't really get paid for our work, and we put in hours and hours of our time into our craft. So my one question for you, Kelechi, is, if you could change one thing about how musicians get paid today, what would it be?
You know, even before you start getting your royalties or the flowers or accolade or anything, let's talk about the struggles. The struggles.
All right.
I've I've been able to reach out to over 30 record labels on Instagram, and none has ever responded back to me. I've reached
Mm-hmm.
out to some management companies, nobody ever reached out. It was late last year. A guy reached out to me on LinkedIn, and he was like, he owns a label and he wants to sign me. I said, okay, what's the deal? Because financially, I am struggling. I can't pay for studio sessions. I can pay for photo shoots, and I can run promos. I can pay for media coverage, everything. He said he
Mm-hmm.
would do that for me. So as he brought a deal to me, I went through the deal and I signed. Do you know what happened? He messed me up.
Oh.
He messed me up. I gave him 10 songs. He never distributed any song to any BSP. He never did any promotion. He never called me.
Mm-mm. Scammer.
It was pure scamming. So
Yeah.
signing a dead deal is, oh Jesus Christ, signing a dead deal is, can kill anybody, because I was depressed. I was highly depressed. So you were expecting to get a help for somebody because they claim to be a CEO of social company. They own a label, they did this, they do that. And you go into the deal, and as time goes on, you and I understand that these people are not real. They are just there to steal your songs, to mix you up, and to delay the process.
Mm-hmm.
So getting paid from streaming platform, getting paid from social media, getting paid from whatever platform you're putting your music in is very necessary, because as an independent artist, you have to fight for your right. You are spending hours to write, to create, to do content for the song, to run ads on social media. So you have to be paid.
That's the one thing that I love about Dunback Meadow, is that artists don't get paid to post their content. Essentially, they have to reach all these prerequisites before they're even considered to be paid. And then when they do get paid, it's very little. And you really don't start making a lot until, again, you have to reach all these different milestones before you can actually start making a true living off of social media. And that's the one thing I love about Dunback Meadow, is that it doesn't matter how many followers you have, it doesn't matter how long you've been signed up with the platform. You just post your art right away, whether it's music, a painting, abstract art, sketching, like, it could be any type of art, and then you post it, and then you can get paid right away whenever somebody licenses or purchases your art. And whatever agreement you guys decide on can determine if you get paid just once or if you get paid for royalties.
You don't need large followers. You don't need numbers of subscribers. Just put it out there.
Exactly.
Great.
Exactly. Okay, so my last question for you is what advice would you give younger you or new musicians about creativity and confidence?
Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Sometimes you will doubt yourself. You will doubt yourself. You will doubt your creativity. You will doubt your inspirations. You will doubt everything about you, especially when you're putting in a lot of work and you're not seeing any result. You're posting videos, you're recording, you're doing everything all by yourself. No support system, no team. Even your family doesn't believe in you. Believe in yourself and continue grinding. Never give up.
What is it? What is the saying? Energy, no, money flows where
Energy,
energy goes.
consistency. Just keep showing up. Keep showing, no matter what. Keep showing up
Exactly.
every day.
Exactly. Yep. Money flows where energy goes. And it's not even like money. Like money
Yeah,
can
it's
mean
not like
many
money.
things. It can
It's not
mean just good
like I
things go where you put your energy into.
yeah, sure. I posted a video yesterday and I think I've listed it on Medium. I think I've listed it on Dunback. I posted a video. I'm gonna be doing a challenge of 50 videos beginning from yesterday. Today I'll post another one from yesterday to the next 50 days. It doesn't cost me anything. I already have the songs, just energy, dedication, and strategy.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
check out your new
I had
stuff.
I did that. It's same song, but a different video. Same song.
Oh, got you. Okay. I'm excited. So, for those of you watching, I just left Kelechi's handle at the bottom. So, that's all his social media. So, his Instagram and then his Dunback Meadow account. You can see his handle right here. Go follow him. Check out his music, guys. It's really cool. And we also just had him on as the artist of the month here at Dunback Meadow. So you can actually check out a little snippet of his song. And then, of course, the song is available to be licensed. You and Kelechi can make an agreement on the Dunback Meadow site. Is there anything else that you want to say to the audience, Kelechi, before I sign off here?
I want to say thank you to Mr. Judge Who. I want to say thank you to Dunback Media. I want to say thank you to you, Lauren Wixom. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for reaching out, and thank you for this moment. Appreciate it.
Of course, it was a pleasure. It was very nice getting to know you, and we'll definitely have to hop on again and kind of see, how things picked up here in a couple months, and just kind of revisit and regroup, and just see where you're at in your music journey now. And who knows, maybe you'll be picked up by Capitol Records or something.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. The next time we'll be talking, my songs, everything will be on DSPs. The album, the EP will be on DSPs, so you have
There
access to
you go.
everything.
Thanks for listening to the Dunback Meadow podcast. If today's conversation inspired you, start your own creative journey with us at dunbackmeadow.com, where your work is valued, protected, and yours to control, and where your creation works for you. See you in the next episode.